From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there. Big play here, 3rd and a yard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
51's the mic, boy, 51. Rip left, rip left. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. I'm coming.
Hey, 59.
I'm coming. Mike 51, Mike 51. Over. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming. 54. Switch. Check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hey, watch the slant. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Shift. Check. Press in the car.
Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, switch to the floor. Hey, 59. Off. 52. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Here we go. 180. 58. Come on. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo, man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Hey, here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Matt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 56. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
It's Mack, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! You got nothing with it. You got nothing.
the gun, it's Garoppolo. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
SOS. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, 24.
Watson looks to throw again. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And this one complete to Burnett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Rap. Hey, gun. Be ready.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
A gain of 12. And the Steelers first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
13.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Coming to you. Jet.
Black.
Jet. Slam.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
11.
Looking for a back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd down.
Under 10.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 80!
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Black.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I got you. Pop. Deuce. Switch.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Pick me up. Here we go. Smooth. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Mike 50. Watch the block, motion, block. Mike 54. Mike's 50. Hey, let's get this. Mike's 50.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Gets this one to Hill. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 27 yards there, a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I got you.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot here before half. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 24. No. Check 50. Quick the edge. Come.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here we go. 180. Right there. 25. Check 1. Omaha.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well.
Here we go.
I could come right back at them.
Hey, gun.
58's the mark.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Here we go.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo now. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities, and they come away with nothing.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no point. Turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half? We can roll, and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
This is it. 19, 50, 54. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day. 29. Every day. Any day. You go tight. You got tight. 6, you got tight right there. And a go.
Operating from the gun. Watson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And got his man complete. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now this throw caught left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Slam, slam, slam. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Kind of look.
Now Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield. Check it back. 24. On
2nd and 12, Watson. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Not today. He's coming. 24. We got to talk about time. 24. Out. Check 43. Out.
Now Balaj. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Wait.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
12. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check your hot read.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check 39. Check 31. Check 31.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deshaun Watson, 43 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
65.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. Squeeze, double.
Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
11. 58 to Mike, 58. Hey, seam 6. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I'm coming, baby.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Carlson on for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Again, it's Balaj. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, check him out. Check the call. 51, Mike.
24. It's going to be a long. 26. It's going to be a long.
Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
To throw is Garoppolo. He gets this one to Johnson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Pull together. 2, 2, 2.
Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets off a high spiraling kick. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check. 21.
First throw of OT for Garoppolo. He finds his man Johnson. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Steeler first down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch out. 21.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go. Ready?
58 at the mark.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
21.
Check 26. Check
61. Match
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Here we go. Ready? Get that quarterback at all costs.
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So third down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the eye.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
21. Here we go. Kill. Sponge. 21.
Garoppolo again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. On 1st down, it's Mack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? On third down, Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. The kick by Carlson is good. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
First throw in OT for Watson. He's going to go up top for the... Oh, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception.